My husband is also in education. We live in Nashville. The cost of living is super high. We have 4 kids in private schools. Um, I was like, I'm 44. I've been working so hard, both of us, and we're still living month to month, and there's got to be more. And so I had been kind of processing this for several years. And I knew about Symmetry because, well, this is a unique piece of the story. But so Meredith Ellison is my best friend from college. And so this is how I knew of Symmetry. But I had no idea what Symmetry was, literally. Meredith's my best friend, but we would see each other at like girls' trips and like she didn't ever talk about the business. I mean, I heard about Symmetry. I saw these pictures of Brandon like talking to a lot of people, but it didn't mean a lot to me. I was like, well, I guess they own this company, but I had no idea how big of a deal it was. And so, to the point where like 3 or 4 years ago, I called her and I was like, hey, Maren, like we need to add some life insurance. Like, do you guys do that? Like I asked her that like 4 years ago. And she was like, yeah, let me hook you up with this agent who lives in Nashville, Sarah Pappas, which now I'm like, oh my God, like that these people, right? But I had no idea. So anyway, I was talking to her last fall and I was like, Mayor, I gotta make more money. I was like, tell me a little bit about this insurance gig. Like, do people really make good money? And she was like, yeah. She was like, I mean, you can make 50,000 a year or you can make $1 million a year. And she's like, but I'm never gonna tell you to do this. And she's like, you got to figure this out on your own. And I was like, okay. And so she like gave me the numbers of some people to talk to. And she hooked me up with Sarah because Sarah is also a former teacher. Sarah and I have a lot in common just in our path in life. And so she's like, I think you'll relate well to her. Why don't you talk to her about it? So anyway, it took one phone call with Sarah. And I was like, yep, that's what I'm going to do.